Big changes are coming to the 2027 Ford Super Duty lineup, and we've got all the details directly from Ford. I'm speaking with Austin Solimine, Super Duty Retail Brand Manager at Ford Motor Company, about what's new for 2027 Ford F 250, 350, and 450 Super Duty trucks. So, Austin, you talk a lot about the essential economy when it comes to Super Duty, Ford Super Duties. Kind of explain what that means.
Yeah, so honestly, we like to think about Super Duty as the unofficial truck of the essential economy, right? We're part of F Series, the best selling truck for 49 years. And really, what it means to us is the essential economy is over 3 million businesses across a lot of different service sectors, construction, and really essential trades that we help support with our vehicles and help those customers get the job done. It's vital to this country in terms of our economic development and national interests.
Okay, and I've been looking over the 2027 Ford F Series Super Duty kind of what's new preview, and
Mm.
it kind of follows a theme that I encountered previously when we had another Ford representative on talking about F-150. It's making things more affordable. It's having more options, maybe at lower trim models. And I think that's a good place to start with talking about what's available for 2027. We start with the new Tremor off road package. Previously, you would have had to get a very high end model to get some of these features, right? But now it's kind of expanded across the board, the Super Duty board.
Yeah, so it's a great summary. And so we have a lot of off road capability coming to Super Duty in 2027. It will be our most off road capable lineup of Super Duty that we've ever had. And so, as you pointed out, the Tremor package is now available on XL as part with the STX package. Previously, you had to go up to the XLT trim to get the Tremor package. So now, Super Duty has this functional off-road package on all of our trim series, appealing to all customers at all different price points. And that's in addition to our XL off-road package, which is a 35-inch tire package geared more towards our fleet and commercial customers. So we really did take off-road feedback seriously that we had from our customers over the past few years since launching Tremor, and we're delivering on that in 2027. You'll also see as part of the Tremor package that we have an 8-foot bed available now on XLT, Lariat, King Ranch, and Platinum, where previously you only had the shorter 6 3/4 bed that was available. And that opens up a lot more hauling and towing capability for our customers, and that's a direct ask that we've had.
Yeah, that is one long truck with an 8-foot bed
Yeah,
and a crew cab.
sure is. But you know what? It unlocks the 48-gallon fuel tank, which is the largest fuel tank that we have on Super Duty. And that means our customers are going to go off road longer.
Wow. Okay. And you raised that great point where customers are talking to you. They're kind of saying, "Why can't I have this?" or "Why can't I have that?" And I want to talk about the truck, the XL off-road 35-inch tire package.
Mhm.
Now, this is a work truck, but in the past, the 35-inch tires and some of the extended off-road capability was only available on higher end models, which let's
Sure.
say like a work fleet wouldn't order because they probably don't want to equip with leather seats and
Right.
things like that, right?
Yep. And so we've had our 33-inch tire available on XL since the launch of 27. I'm sorry, the launch in 23 model year of the current generation Super Duty. The feedback we had from customers was that this is great, but in certain circumstances and certain vocations, they needed more off-road capability. That really came with the Tremor package, the 35-inch tires, and the ride height that affords the customers. So we were able to bring a version of that down to the XL trim. Where our fleet and commercial customers are transacting more common than on our XLT Trim Plus. So this is a perfect package for our commercial and fleet customers that need a truck with off-road capability to get the job done.
They also wanted it to be kind of plain on the outside, not have any call outs or decals or things like that.
Exactly. Yep. You'll see it's on an XL work truck, which a lot of our fleet customers have come to know and love. And it is important for fleet harmonization to ensure that we're not introducing anything that will interfere with their logos and things like that.
Yeah, yeah. Now, also interesting in one way, the XL customer wanted the off-road capability without the leather seats, but on the other side, uh, trying to please everyone, which is pretty amazing. The new Platinum trim series is now available on the chassis cab. So the idea there, I guess, is if you're towing a nice RV or maybe horses, you want something nice. You want the high end interior.
Yeah, absolutely. And a lot of our customers that put an upfit on a chassis cab spend a lot of time in their trucks. And they have been asking for the creature comforts and the technology that the Platinum trim level has on the pickup truck. And so we brought that over to the chassis cab starting with 27 model year. Think about all of our, short haul and long haul truckers and hot
Right.
shot drivers that are towing loads and are spending a lot of time in their truck. They want those creature comforts of a Platinum to help them get the job done more comfortably.
Yeah, the while the base seats are comfortable, the leather and all the other features that goes along with the platinum trim is very good, especially if you're going to sit in the seat for a long time, as you said, as a hotshot driver or something like that.
Yep.
You also have some things coming up. You've teamed up with Carhartt for the 2027 Super Duty model, right?
Yeah, we have. So at the Detroit Auto Show in January, we revealed that partnership that we have between Ford and Carhartt. And the Super Duty Carhartt is a part of that partnership that we'll be learning more about here in May. And you'll see on the ground later this year. So very excited to talk more about that.
Yeah, yeah. Question: F600, does that get platinum capability, or is it just 550?
Yeah, great question. So Platinum chassis cabs available on the F350, 450, and 550.
Gotcha. Okay. Okay. Incredible lineup with Super Duty trucks. I mean, what are some of the other interesting things that owners have told you that was great feedback?
Yeah, the thing is about Super Duty is that we have such a broad lineup that we really appeal to a huge customer base. And you'll hear so much different feedback, whether it's a customer on an XL work truck in a fleet, an individual owner that may have a Lariat supporting their small business. Their truck has to work hard and long hours for them. We get a lot of good customer feedback on our Pro Power Onboard and a lot of the capability that has unlocked for our customers at job sites. We do hear a lot about our bed utility packaging, like with our integrated bed steps and our tailgate integrated step. A lot of that came in for 23 model year that made bed access a lot more simplified and easier, especially on our longer box variants. But we're always listening to customers, and that's really what you're seeing here in 27 model years. We go out and we do social listening. We listen to customers in person. We do focus groups, and you're seeing a lot of the results of that research and that customer feedback coming with 27 with our off-road offerings and our Platinum chassis cab.
Yeah, that's great for the customer to feel that they are involved and their voice matters. Powertrain, same for 2027, the Godzilla and the diesel.
Yeah, so we'll be talking more about the powertrain when the order bank opens here in May.
That is the name they came up with for the big gas engine Godzilla, right? That's not something that that journalists
Yeah,
created or something.
right. No, that does have some truth to it. Yes, it is for the 7.3 liter. Yes.
Yeah. Good deal. Good deal. So when will we start seeing 2027 models, Super Duty models rolling out?
Yeah, we'll have the order bank open here in May, and we'll talk more about pricing, availability, powertrain, and then we'll start seeing 27 model year Super Duty on the ground towards the end of this year.
And Austin, since you really like to drill down on your customers and you say there's a lot of different customers, does anyone buy a Super Duty dually just to not tow anything and just drive it around because they like the looks of the big truck?
There certainly are those customers out there, absolutely. But over 95% of our customers are towing very consistently with Super Duty. And that's why they need to buy a Super Duty. They need the capability of the towing, the hauling.
All right. Thanks a lot, Austin. Great. And we look forward to checking out the 2027 Super Duty lineup when it becomes available.
Thank you so much for having me.